up, my Ark Survivors? This is Alcarin bringing you a top 15 PvP locations for the Ragnarok map. I just want to throw it out there that we're going to do a resource map later, and if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. So looking at the first one, on the first map, I really like this location because it's in the newer area of Ragnarok that's recently been opened up since it's been open since 267. You have high sheer cliff, you have those lower cliffs on the bottom there, that's second and third level. You have nearby metal, you have obsidian, I like all those. One single choke point, you have King of the Hill, you're fighting a downhill battle, maybe two choke points actually, looking at the side of the map. And that's it for our number 15 pick. Moving on to our number 14 pick, Dwarf Tower. PvP perks, it's got 0 land access. It's a smaller tower, so it's not one of our top picks. Resource-wise, it's pretty standard. You've got your berries, your thatch, your wood, your stone. I think there's metal nearby. Not a huge amount of distinctive PvP advantages. However, if you're coming in late to the game, this is definitely a solid pick. This is our number 13 pick, Desert Island. Now, this is in the newer, more recently unlocked areas of Ragnarok. I really like it. You've got the island feel. It almost feels like Herb Island. You got actually 2 islands to work with. You've got the 0 land access, you've got the pillars, you've got resources, you can keep water dinos. PvP wise, this is an excellent choice. I see metal. I definitely would pick this just for new. It's new locations, people might not be expecting it. Tell me what you think in the down there. Maybe you have a different opinion. Moving on to our number 12 pick, Hobbit Cave. PvP perks, 2 narrow choke points, one even smaller than the other, 0 top-down access, very important. Cluster bombing is a big problem on this map, Scorched Earth, and any of the others. Limited resources, but with that you get lots of space. When you're choking this particular PvP location, you want to make them come into the cave and have to get choked. Outer base defense is good, but when it comes down to it, anything on the outside can be soaked easily. Force them to come in, have your turrets high up, shoot down as much as possible, set a lot of your turrets to player only, and they're not going to be getting in. And that's it for our number 12 pick. Coming up is our number 11 pick, Frozen Lake. I know you're going to say cave damage, cave damage, cave damage, but I can't say enough. This is one of the top picks. You have amazing resources, stone, flint, fiber, berries, metal, crystal, lots of crystal, high up point access. You can set up turret towers inside, shoot down, very hard to deal with. Again, have them come into the cave and choke them at that point. Outer towers are good, inner towers are better. Player only turrets, very, very important. Also, you need to think about late game. The cold, this death snow is very, very cold. I've had 50 fort, full fur, even high quality fur. I was still taking damage per second. You can't raid this naked. If they have to bring fur each and every time, they can't wear flak, they can't wear riot gear. So raiding this cave is extremely difficult. You've got plenty of space, plenty of dino storage, lots of high rocks to store your dinos on, excellent resources. That's why this is our number 11 pick for our top 15 video. Moving on to our number 10 pick, Human Tower. You're in the redwood forest, you have nearby tree platforms, you have all the standard stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, water resources. It's a higher tower, you have more building space, lots of ledges on the side, you can totally turret that up, build a really high tower, limited dino storage, PvP perks, 0 land access, height advantage. One of our better choices. Also, you get sap. That's another huge deal on this particular pick. Tell us what you think in the comments. Moving on to our number 9 pick. I call this one Massive Metal because you just have so many gold nodes around you. It is ridiculous. One narrow choke point land bridge. You have a high tower point. You clear out those rocks. You flatten it out. All those ledges can easily become turret towered or just turrets in general. It's an amazing location. You have water below if you need to store water dinos. Overall, it's been working good for us. You're near everything. It's central located on the map. Flat building space, height, small pillar. Again, an amazing PvP location. Moving on to our number 8 pick, Water's Edge. I really like this one. 0 land access, water bottom. What that means is it slows ground raiders. They can't move as fast in the water. They're more easily snipeable. You have all your standard resources. You got your stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, water, and sap. You have more building space at the bottom, less secure. All your valuables need to go up top. Build high towers. Also, if you build on the bottom, you might kill those metal nodes. May or may not be a huge issue. Also, we haven't explored deep into that water yet. There might be more resources to discover. Leave a comment in the down there and tell us what you think. Moving on to our number 7 pick, Twin Towers. You have 2 very good sized towers. You have all your standard resources: stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, obsidian, water, and sap. Twice as much building area. And I really like how it's in the redwood. You have lots of large trees that you can platform all around the sides. It's a good location, probably one of the greater locations in the redwood that I found so far. Definitely improvement over the 8 pick, and I like how they're close together, so you could definitely, make one base out of both. Moving on to Alpha Desert's Paradise, our number 6 pick. Now, this one definitely you need to be in Alpha. It's very important. Lots of flat building space to cover, lots to defend, 0 land access on some pillars, surrounded by water, many chokeable land bridges. Again, you need to be Alpha to hold this. There's no way. You're going to need a very large tribe. It is in the newer location, which I really like. Heat really not an issue from what I'm experiencing. It's not like the cold zones or Frozen Lake where the weather really makes a huge difference. It is a beautiful building spot. You do have areas to hold your water dinos. So that's our number 6 pick. Our 5th pick, Half Dome. PvP perks, 0 land access, extreme height, king of the hill, downhill defense, medium high building space, amazing resources: stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, obsidian, beaver dams, and a water well. It's just amazing. You're right near all of the griffins, so griffin cage taming is going to be easy. It's not the flattest location in the world, but if you're good with your pillars and your ceilings, or even foundation stacking, you can make this work. Moving on to our number 4 pick, Valley Stronghold. I really like this location. Again, 0 land access, very flat building space, very large amount of building space. I can't stress that enough, and it's very flat. That's very important when you're trying to build a really strong base. Height location, if you look on the ledges, you can definitely turret tower the natural ledges very easily. If you go down a ledge, it does have ground access, but it leaves a huge amount of building space. You're probably going to need to be about a medium to large size tribe to be able to hold something like this. But if you can hold it, if you can build it, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to raid. Moving on to our 3rd pick, Broad Tower. I can't say enough about this PvP location. PvP perks, very, very, very flat. Very, very, very large building area. It's freaking huge. 1 choke point, extreme height, king of the hill, downhill defense. You've got your stone, your flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, obsidian, Plan X. I mean, you've got to be medium, maybe even a large Alpha tribe to hold it. I mean, maybe if you're really good on a higher rate server, you could, as a small tribe, you might be able to hold it. I mean, you just have that ledge; it goes all the way around and it wraps, and you could just turret tower that up, and it would just be an amazing PvP location. Moving on to our 2nd pick. Again, this is in the new building area, Alpha's Canyon Defense. Resources wise, you got stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, sulfur. PvP perks, 0 land access, very, very flat, very, 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 very large building area. Probably the biggest 0 land access building area mentioned so far in the build in this map. Multiple building platforms, so you can do towers on all those little sub spires. King of the hill defense. It's amazing. I mean, just look at that. You got so much building area. It's just ridiculous. You're close to water. You could easily keep water dinos. You definitely have to be a large Alpha tribe to hold it, but if you can, you're definitely gonna be able to take over the server. Moving on to the Dark Tower. I can't say enough about this PvP location. Resources, it's ridiculous. You got stone, flint, wood, thatch, fiber, berries, metal, obsidian, pearls, and water access. PvP perks, 0 land access, semi-flat, medium large building space, multiple building platforms, water den water den or dino pen capability if you want on the bottom. Extreme height, ground to top, out of Tech Rex range. They have to get a Tech Rex on the back of a Kets to even shoot to the top. King of the hill, downhill defense, water bottom slows ground raiders. Now, from my experience, the very tippy top, you can build at least a 10 by 10. That's huge. And then the lower ledges on the left and right are even bigger. I haven't gotten around to be able to build as large as that, but by far, this is the biggest location on the map, the best in my opinion. It is unrateable. We've been checked many times by larger tribes. We only had a 3 or 4 man tribe and we held them off. Didn't matter, and it was amazing. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button. It helps tell us if we need to make more videos like this, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. We want to do a resource location, and I'm really looking forward to doing more maps. It's been a while since we've done a top 15 or 20 or 10 or whatever. I hope see you guys in the next video. Peace.